We probably think of service as some kind of gift giving. It's not a transaction, it's something we give freely. But we do often get something in return, even if that's just the warm glow of doing good. And that kind of return can be conflicting for us. There may be some self-interest involved in the ways that we serve. Courtney Martin's article, The Reductive Seduction of Other People's Problems, captures this problem well. She writes, "Let's pretend for a moment that you are a 22-year-old college student in Kampala, Uganda. You're sitting in class and discreetly scrolling through Facebook on your phone. You see that there has been another mass shooting in America, this time in a place called San Bernardino. You've never heard of it. You've never been to America, but you've certainly heard a lot about gun violence in the US. It seems like a new mass shooting happens every week. You wonder if you could go there and get stricter gun legislation passed. You'll be a hero to the American people, a problem solver, a lifesaver. How hard could it be?" Courtney's article highlights the fact that we can often overestimate what we can offer when we come to serve, and we underestimate the efforts of those who have already been seeking to serve. We also tend to underestimate the complexity of a situation, and we may not involve ourselves enough to fully understand it. If we're going to be good at serving, we need to incorporate humility and a commitment to grappling with the complexity of the problems that we seek to address. Another challenge we might face as we seek to serve is grounding our ideals in lived realities. This is captured well in George Eliot's Middlemarch, where the key character, Dorothea Brooks, begins life as a 19-year-old with high ideals. She's slightly disdainful of the small joys of everyday life, of clothes and jewellery and emotional connections. She wants to serve, she wants to have an impact in the world, but she doesn't quite connect that to the lived realities of the people and places around her. But by the end of the novel, she's begun to learn this lesson, and George Eliot captures her life with this marvellous summary. The novel concludes, "Her finely touched spirit had still its fine issues, though they were not widely visible. Her full nature, like that river of which Cyrus broke the strength, spent itself in channels which had no great name on the earth. But the effect of her being on those around her was incalculably diffusive. For the growing good of the world is partly dependent on unhistoric acts, and that things are not so ill with you and me as they might have been, is half owing to the number who lived faithfully a hidden life and rest in unvisited tombs." Dorothea Brooks' life reminds us that as we seek to serve, we shouldn't be emphasising our own ideals and seeking to have impact, but instead we should be seeking to meet the needs of those we serve. Whilst we need to be mindful of self-interest, if we can match our passions and skills to the needs of others, we can learn to serve well in ways which bring both us and them joy.